Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me in this little video when we go over the SpOil You goodies that you guys got in your packages. My name's Carrie with Raven's Nest Essentials. We are so excited that you guys have agreed to try out some of these wonderful things. Give us your thoughts on them. But I wanted to take some time to be sure to explain a little bit more about them so that you had all the information that you needed, or at least the beginnings of information that you need to use them appropriately, safely, and to garner the most benefits. So the first thing that you guys had in your SpOil You packet was your Deep Blue Rub. This stuff is amazing. For anyone who has muscle pain, joint pain, strained muscles of any sort, I'll tell you, I have a bad shoulder from a few years ago where I lifted a bag the wrong way, and it has hurt me for years. When I first became a wholesale customer with DoTerra, the lady who signed me up in my little welcome packet gave me a sample just like you got, the little blue envelope of Deep Blue. And I used it because I never could sleep at night because, you know, anytime I went to roll over, it would just be so tight, it would hurt, it would wake me up. So I used it, and it was just a game changer for me. It made it so that I could sleep through the night. It also really kind of made me realize that it was something that I shouldn't be just living with. I should really get some help for it. And I did go to my chiropractor, and she actually uses doTERRA, so that worked out beautifully, and it all kind of came together, and now look, I can move my arm. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, Deep Blue comes in a few different forms. The kind that you guys got is a rub, and it's wonderful because it's not greasy. It's very soothing and cooling. Let me tell you about what's in it. I do have notes here because I'll never remember all this. Anyway, wintergreen, which you can smell right off the bat, right? It smells so yummy, like those little, I don't know if you remember those little pink candies. That's what it reminds me of. Camphor, peppermint, ylang-ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, chamomile, and osmanthus. So it has a lot of wonderful oils in it. With this one, again, it's in a carrier that's a nice lotion, and that lotion's going to help it kind of work deeper into that area that you're trying to use it on. In addition to the rub with Deep Blue, you can get the oil itself, which is just purely nothing but what I just read on the list, okay? It's a proprietary blend. It works amazingly. A weird tip I'll tell you is that as great as the rub is for my shoulder, when I first started walking and exercising, I was having a really hard time with my knees because, well, I hadn't exercised in a while, and also I didn't have the right shoes. Now I have the right shoes, so that's a good thing. But I would put the rub on, and it kind of took, you know, the edge off, but it didn't really get rid of the pain. It wasn't until I had ordered a larger kit that I got the Deep Blue oil. And I remember sitting one day, and my knee was really bugging me after exercising, and I thought, well, let me just try that oil and see how it works. I put it on, and it was absolutely amazing because it took away the pain like that. It was almost reminded me of Novocaine, you know, how, or what is that, you know, that little stuff that you put when you have a toothache? It reminded me of that. It lasted a good 2 hours or so, and it just, I mean, I was up doing stuff around the house again. It was fantastic. The other way that you can get the benefits of a product, part of the brand of Deep Blue, is through the polyphenol pills. And what these are, it's actually a complex. It's slightly different. It's not just the oils. And this is an internal way of taking the Deep Blue. What's nice about this is that it's great for people who have, you know, constant pain, or they just know every day they're going to need something. And this is going to work internally to help that. It's really, really great for joint pain. I will tell you, joint and tendon, that type of pain, it's wonderful. Inflammation as well. So definitely check this out if you're someone who has, you know, not the occasional muscle ache, but something that's giving you a larger problem. And this should help with that. It's wonderful. Lastly, on the Deep Blue, one thing I wanted to point out that I didn't know, and now I'm all excited about it, is that you can get, this is not Deep Blue, obviously it's Passion, but this is a roller. And Deep Blue comes in a roller. It is not a roller touch, so anyone familiar with doTERRA will know that the touch line, such as this, does have a little fractionated coconut oil in it to make it, it's great for kids, okay? And it's also just for people with more sensitive skin. But the Deep Blue comes in a 10 ml roll-on. This, honestly, is, I think it should be the #1 way to get a hold of Deep Blue, because you have it in a roll-on, which means that, you know, you take the little lid off. It has a little roller ball there that you can see. You put it on, obviously, wherever you're in pain. I don't know why. Maybe your wrist, maybe you have carpal tunnel, right? And you're ready to go. All right, you don't have to worry about it dripping. You don't have to worry about it getting anywhere. You pop this in your bag, your gym bag, your purse, your backpack, anything, and you're ready to go. So I would really recommend, if you're someone who has pain and you like the Deep Blue rub, you can get the rub in this size tube or in a giant like pump thing, or you can get the oil straight. And if you're going to get the oil straight, go with the roll-on. I mean, it's so convenient and you get twice as much. So that's a great thing. The next day, you guys got to enjoy wild orange. Now, wild orange is like smiles in a bottle. Something I want to point out to you is that essential oils are not perfumes. While this smells amazing, it's not meant to just make you smell pretty, okay? It actually has a therapeutic purpose. It's a certified, pure, therapeutic grade oil. Where this comes from is the peel. It's only from the peel of the orange. So, you know, when you take you're probably used to it with lemons more than anything, and you do a little twist and you see that little spritz that comes out of it, that's the oil from the lemon. Well, the same thing happens with all citrus, and this is from the orange peel. The way that they get it out is it's like two big roller things that kind of do this, right? And the peel goes through, it presses it, and out comes the oil. So that's all you're getting. So imagine how many oranges it takes to fill one of these little bottles. I know you can see, but mine's getting a little low. I'm going to have to refill that. Anyway, or, you know, order more. So what are some of the benefits from a cold pressed wild orange essential oil? First off, it's extremely energizing and it's fantastic for your mood. This one, all of the citrus blends are really great for being, or all the citruses, I should say, are really great for being super uplifting and helping with your mood. But they're also hugely beneficial for purifying and cleansing for your body, as well as your house. So let's talk a little bit about that. It's going to boost your immune system. It is a monoterpene. It's purifying. Again, it's going to uplift your mood and your mind and your body. Looking at my notes, sorry. For your home, it's great for cleansing surfaces, right? Takes the gunk off of stuff. It's going to clean and purify your air if you put it in a diffuser. And it is great in putting for drinks and recipes. So I add this. That's probably why it's so low. Well, also, and I sent a bunch of you guys some. But I add this into my water every day. Throughout the day, I will mix in my water Slim and Sassy, which is a metabolic blend, grapefruit, which I'm obsessed with, tangerine, lemon, lime, and wild orange. So I don't do all of those at once by any means, but I mix them up throughout the day, and I just have all of those oils on me. I have a little bag that I keep them in. And even when I go to a restaurant, I'll open up my little bag and put it in the water at the table. But I keep them in my water. It helps me to drink a lot more water. And I live in the desert, so that's something that's really important. So yeah, any of these are wonderful in food and recipes. They're uplifting, purifying, fantastic, right? And you know, it's said that you can't possibly smell wild orange without smiling because it's so instantly uplifting for you. Moving on to different ways that you can use it, as I've touched on in just those samples, diffusing it into the air. So what is diffusion, right? Some of you guys are brand new, don't know anything about essential oils, don't know anything about doTerra, don't know anything about what the heck I'm talking about, right? So a diffuser is something like this. So you see this guy over here on my table, this thing here. I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of vapor kind of coming out of it here. What that is a diffuser. So all I did was I put a little bit of water in it and a few drops of the oil that I wanted to have. Diffusion is amazing because it's a form of aromatherapy. It's cleansing for the air. It's also a different way for your body to take in the oils and benefit from it. And your olfactory system is one of the most instantaneous ways for that to happen for you. So highly recommend. Fantastic for sleep because you can fill this, you know, put the water in it and put your sleeping aid oils in there, and it's going to go throughout the night. So that's a huge benefit. It's also fantastic for kids, for in their room, for when they're studying. There's certain oils that you can use to help with focus, to help with memory, to help with anxiety, all of these things. So it's a wonderful tool to have, and it's sort of a passive way to get things into the air, but everyone is benefiting from it in a non-passive way, so you're taking it in right away. On Guard is fantastic for getting rid of germs and ick. So when people come over my house, it smells amazing. It has a clovey cinnamon smell, but I do On Guard in my diffusers because that way whatever germs and ick they're bringing in, it's not getting into my house. Okay, so for me it's huge because I do teach a lot of classes here as a homeschool mom out of my home. So anyway, diffusing is amazing. The other way that you can do them is internally. Like I said, I put this in my water. Something I want to show you on here, and I'm hoping you can see it, is that this has on the side of it here the supplemental facts. Do you see that? And that means that it is ingestible and has been approved for ingestion by the FDA. So why do you want to have something inside of your body that you're so used to just having out and about? Well, first off, you're going to get the major benefits from it internally. So digestive things that you're dealing with digestion, cleansing, pain, allergies, and immune boosting. All of these things are wonderfully handled by doing essential oils internally. You do want to make sure they have the supplemental facts on the side, but most of all, you want to make sure that they are certified pure therapeutic grade. So you want to be sure that these are the absolute purest version of this oil. There is nothing in here except for that little bit of spritzes I told you that came out from the cold pressing. Okay, absolutely pure. It's also been tested for purity over and over and over again. And the way that you can check up on that personally to be even more certain is on the bottom of the bottle. See here, has an expiration date, which is always set to 5 years. That's just a mandatory thing for anything that's a supplement. But also you'll see a little code number. I'm trying to get it so the light isn't glaring on there. You can go to a website called Source2U and look up that code, and it's going to tell you all the testing and the purification studies that have been done on your bottle of oil. So that is amazingly reassuring. When you're using something for health purposes, it needs to be pure. I mean, you don't want to put anything in your body that isn't pure, right? I mean, that causes all the side effects and the issues that we don't want. So anyway, moving on. Topically as well. So the way that you would use these topically, put it on your body wherever your pain is, just like I was showing you with the roll-on. A fantastic way to do it is to take your hand, put a couple drops. The citrus is always coming a little faster. Rub your hands together and then take a deep intentional breath. So you're intentionally trying to take this fully into your mind and your lungs and your body, right? You want to do that like 2 or 3 times, as many times as you want, really. And it just smells so good. Okay, so then after that, I put it on the back of your neck and rub down around. You can also put it on any parts of your body that you feel would benefit from that oil. So if you're using it topically for pain or for your heart or anything, you want to use it, or your digestion, you want to rub on your abdomen. You can also use a little fractionated coconut oil or another carrier oil if you prefer, so that you can kind of put it on more like a lotion, right? It's going to spread further, and also that does help to maximize the benefits to that particular area and helps it kind of last longer. So that's a great way. So you can use them aromatically through your diffuser, internally through your mouth, and topically on your hand or anywhere on your body. All right, moving on to the shampoo and conditioner. You guys got the cute little packet thing. This is the shampoo. This is the size of the tube of the conditioner that you get when you buy the little set. I've already did a video on why I love this shampoo and conditioner so much. I have very, very fine hair that is very, very thin. So meaning each of my hairs is super skinny and I don't have a lot of them. All right. This has changed my hair, and people have actually asked me what I've done to change my hair. It is fantastic. This shampoo has wild orange and lime in it. It's very light. And when you only need the tiniest bit, and it feels like, oh, I don't have it. No, it lathers up, but it lathers up. It's not an oily lather. It's not heavy. It's very light and bubbly. Okay, you really can feel it. I love this shampoo. And conditioner is something that I have a very hard time with. I can't use it very often because of the fact that it weighs my hair down. This one doesn't weigh my hair down. It is full of different amazing oils. As the last video I did, I'll tell you, it's got in it, oh my goodness, lavender, peppermint, cedarwood, marjoram, niaouli, rosemary, lavandin oil, eucalyptus, ylang-ylang, lime, lemon, coltsfoot, barley. I mean, it has it just goes on and on and on. Avocado oil, just tons of wonderful things in here. But yet it rinses really clean and light. So if you're looking for something for your hair, this is also, one is color safe. This one here protects color treated hair against UV and oxidation, as well as this one, color safe, providing immediate conditioning, soothing, and shine. So yeehaw, right? On to my favorite next, yay! Balance. My earring got caught. All right, so balance oil. You guys had this on Thursday, right? So balance is, for me, it's my absolute favorite oil. I use this every single day. I use it more than once a day. It, for me, someone with anxiety issues, has helped me to take the edge off of that, to calm and soothe my mood, okay, as well as my energy. Balance has a wonderful woodsy aroma. Let me tell you what's in it. We have spruce, which, I mean, come on. Hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, and blue chamomile are all in here. And you'll notice when it comes out, it does have a slight blue coloring to it, and that's the blue tansy that's in there. It comes out a lot slower. Look, I got one drop. It comes out a lot slower than the citrus oils, the wild orange. You'll notice that too with all of your oils. They're different consistencies because they're pure. They haven't been thinned to be one, you know, flat style. So with the balance, it's just amazing. I love the smell, and I tell you, once you have this in your home, you will use it over and over again, especially after you've used it a few times, because for some reason it's almost like my body now just reacts to it, and as soon as I smell it, and I'm instantly like, okay, whew. I use this on my kids all the time. I have a 9-year-old son. I have 5 kids altogether, but my 9-year-old son, he's an energetic guy. You know, he just has energy that bounces around. And I don't even mean like he himself running around all the place. He himself, in his body, in his being, his energy is very not grounded. I don't know what I should say there, but you know, it's all over the place, okay? So when he is in a class or trying to focus or trying to do any of his studies or his lessons, I get a little bit of the balance, we rub it on, he smells it, we put it on his neck, and he now asks for it because he knows it helps him to focus. It helps him to get his stuff done faster so that he can go out and play, right? And also when he's in class, it helps him from, you know, constantly having to be told, okay, calm down, you know, let's focus. Hey, Oscar, let's focus. You know what I'm saying? For people with anxiety, it's phenomenal. I mix this with the wild orange a lot. I have it in my diffuser all the time. It has been amazing for me. There are a lot of blends that doTerra does, and honestly, I just think they're the best thing that they make because they're put together in a way that's going to optimize the effectiveness of it, and you get it all in this one bottle, so it's fantastic, right? Now on Friday, everyone got something a little bit special to them, right? So I will leave that up to whomever sent you your goodie bag to explain to you why they chose that for you, and probably it was having to do with something that you had mentioned having a need for. With doTerra, a great thing about becoming a wholesale customer or becoming a wellness advocate is that you get to help people directly. And so Friday was really about saying, hey, this is something I really thought you would like. I had some folks on my list who were asking about anxiety, so I sent them Serenity, which mixes beautifully with balance, and it's a great, the two together, one is about grounding and the other one is about calming your mind. So between the two, it's just perfect, right? Other people got lemon, people, you know, I've heard of lots of different things people bringing up that they got on their Friday. So talk with the person who hooked you up with your goodie bag and let them explain to you the benefits of what it was that they sent you personally. In addition to that, if you're interested in getting any of these oils or any of the products from doTerra into your home and empowering you and your family with health options that are right at your fingertips, right? You don't have to go to the doctor's office. You don't have to run out the door. You don't have to be waiting in lines or getting sick because you're sitting in a room full of sick people. These are just a few of the reasons I like it. Anyway, talk to the person who sent you your goodie bag and they will tell you how it has impacted their life and why they chose to get involved in everything. There are a few different ways that you can get doTerra into your home. One is through retail. You can just pay straight up, you know. I think this one is like $25 retail. For wholesale customers, though, it's $20. So it is 25% off if you're a wholesale customer. Wholesale customers get to place their own orders. They don't have to worry about contacting their wellness advocate if there's someone who doesn't want to. Of course, your wellness advocate's always there for you if you need her or him, but you know, nonetheless. There are a lot of benefits, including a loyalty rewards program, a whole bunch of benefits to being a wholesale customer. Becoming a wholesale customer can be done in two ways. One is to pay a fee, just like Costco or somewhere like that. With doTerra, it's $35 for the year. And with that, again, you can get anything you want for 25% off, as well as being able to earn up to 30% more back in free products every month if you join the loyalty rewards program. So ask your person and they'll hook you up with that. As far as becoming a wellness advocate goes, there's no additional cost. You're just a wholesale customer who says, hey, I might want to be able to share this with my friends, right? A girlfriend or somebody might come over, or a teacher might ask, what am I doing to help with my son being calm, right? And I can tell them, and then I can hook them up and tell them how they can go on and become a wholesale customer. So that's the big difference. Yeah, and then of course there's always retail if you're someone who just likes paying more. Or if you know you're just trying it out and you're not sure yet. But you guys got this goodie packet, so you already know, right? Yeah, so if you have any questions, contact whoever it was who sent you your bag, and thank you for watching this, and I hope that we're able to introduce you to more wonderful tools to help you and your family. Have a great day.